Hi, how's it going? Is anyone watching? Not yet. I'll leave it a couple of minutes, wait for people, and then we'll get started. Oh, we got someone. There's a very weird noise coming from outside. I do apologise if you can hear it. Cool. Okay, so I think I'm just going to start. People can always catch up. So I'm going to be doing like a quick sort of overview. Well, I'm just going to do shapes and stuff. So I'm basically going to be doing, you see this soft key D, is it? So I'm just going to be going through all of the different functions that can do. So if I click on it, you see you've got shape generator, pixel mapper, keyframe shape. I'm going to be doing those three. So yeah, just go quickly through what we've got so far. So we've got our groups, got some positions. I haven't renamed any of them yet. Colours, go-rows and beams. Got some dimmers over here. So these are the MH1s, these are the MH5s, and these are the MH2s. Cool. Let's just quickly go through what positions we have, just to remind myself more than anything. It's got that one, you got that one, you got that one, which I obviously haven't finished, and these. Excellent. Cool. So it doesn't really matter for now. Work everything back. There. Cool. So cool. I think we'll start with just shape generator. It's very straightforward. It's really powerful and really quick. So if you've got like half an hour to get yourself a Pop-Tarts ready, this is what you're going to need to know. So if you click on the group of fixtures that you want to work with, I'm going to be using the MH1s because that's what we would do if we had like a last minute Pop-Tarts to run. So I'll just grab them, click shapes and effects, then go into shape generator, and then this will come up, and you're just going to click create. Cool. So you then have, it then gives you the options of what kind of like shape you can create. So you can have your dimmer, your pan, tilt, color, gobo, beam, effect, and all. Before I do this, actually, I'm just going to move this around because we don't need them. And I'm just gonna save this workspace just to shapes. Cool. In fact, I'm just gonna give you a little quick fun fact. So if you are using a desk that doesn't have lots of buttons, or you don't have a wing or whatever, you can, if you go into, let me just exit out here, if you go into open workspace window, there's loads of stuff in here, but if you find playbacks, that's what I want, playbacks, click that, it'll come up. It's probably come up on this one. There you go. Just gonna grab that and put that over positions because we don't need positions right now. Cool. Just gonna locate them. It's clear again. Cool. So I'm going to let's get back to where I was. Create. So I'm going to start with a simple circle shape. What this will do is it will go through all of like pan tilt, so it'll like tilt it in like a sort of circle shape, although it's more like a figure of 8 shape. Yeah, so pan tilt is first one up here. It isn't always, but it usually is. But there's loads of different options. You can go through all of them if you want. They're fun. I really like circle, not so keen on spiral. Random's a bit weird. All of the pan, tilt, saws and swings. So there's pan, saw and pan, swing. So I like them. I really like square, although I find it quite difficult to like get the effect that I want with it. Because you have to be, it's just difficult. I've always found it difficult, but it is a really good shape. I really like it. Diamond is basically the same thing as a square, but sort of 45 degrees. Yeah, so cool. So we're just gonna click circle and it will automatically start doing this sort of figure of 8 jobby. I've got the intensity for them turned on, so it hasn't actually done anything in there. So yeah. On these twisty bobbly things, I don't know what they're called. I should probably find out at some point. If anyone knows, please let me know. Yeah, so you can play around with, you've got speed, size and spread. If you click on adjust phase, spread and offset, it will change them to phase, spread and offset. I don't tend to use them so much, but they're there. Adjust cycles and beats. Yeah, so you can change how many cycles and beats it does. Nice and simple. Yeah, so if you want to make it go really big, you can make it go really big. Oh no, that's speed. That's just making it go faster. So, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. So, generally speaking, speed. Sorry, my laptop is struggling with this. So generally speaking, when you're trying to make it like bigger and faster, or make it faster anyways, the first thing you're actually going to want to do is make it bigger, because like if you turn the speed up really high then and not the size, then your fixture's not going to be able to get to the end of the position before it can go to the next one. So it ends up just doing like a sort of jerky thing, and it just makes it like smaller and slower, which is weird because you're turning the speed up. So generally speaking, turning the size up will actually make your fixtures go faster. So I usually start by turning the size up to however big I want it. I usually, when I record my shapes, I like to make them, because I tend to busk rather than do like because I busk rather than analytics, extreme health, poor. What is my laptop also running? Nothing. It shouldn't be doing this. Anyways, yeah, because it's sorry, apparently it's buffering. I don't know how to fix that. I'm just gonna keep going. No one's watching, so it's fine. So like, where was I? Yeah, so when I record my shapes, because I'm busking, it's easier to turn attributes of a shape down than it is to turn them up. You can turn them up, you can make them bigger, you can make them faster, but I tend to do it as big and as fast as I'm ever going to want it, because I just find it easier. That's how I prefer to record my stuff. So I'm going to make it as big and as fast as I want it to be. So let's say that is fine. Yeah, and then I'm going to mess with the spread. What the spread does is basically, as you can see, all of the shapes, all of the fixtures are doing the same thing at the same time in sync with each other. Looks alright. Don't really like it though. So I'm just going to turn the spread up. So if I turn it to 2, that's 1. 2. Yeah, you can see that it's now going like that rather than like that. They're like crossing over in the middle and stuff. So like half and half doing it. On top of this, you've also got this soft key C direction, and it'll come up with these. So depending on your group layout, you can make it so that every other one does it, or you can play around with it. And this is just a quick way of changing your group layout if you've got a large group layout. Some of them aren't really relevant because at the minute, because I haven't actually set up a group layout, it's sort of it thinks it's just a straight line of fixtures. So I will come to that in a minute. At the minute, I'm just going to exit out of that and just do it as is. So I'm going to turn the spread up to 6 because we've got 6 fixtures, so they're all out of, they're all at a different point in the circle. If you go into just phase, spread and offset, so the phase automatically changes with the spread, because if you imagine that the whole cycle is 360 degrees and you've got 6 fixtures, that's just divided 360 by 6, which gives you 60. So they're 60 degrees out of phase with each other. If you don't want them to be exactly like, you can change the phase. I don't really tend to. Maybe that's because our venue just isn't big enough or whatever. I've never found it particularly useful. Offset, I'm not actually sure, but I'm assuming it's basically the same thing as phase, kind of. Let me just turn it back down to 2. 3? 2. I just want to do it on 2. Actually, I'll just do it on 1. Let's change the offset. I have no idea what that's just done, basically. So phase. Yeah, so spread automatically changes as you change the phase. Get slower. Yeah. Spread, I'm just going to change it back to 6. Cool. So I'm happy with that. Yeah. So I'm just going to click record. And I'm going to whack that in one of my playbacks windows. Actually, I'm going to put it on a fader. So I'm going to press one of these here, or one of these blue buttons, anything that's flashing, basically. I'm going to whack it. I'm just going to call it MH1. Oh, no, it doesn't want to work. MH1. Oh my gosh. Nope, I'm just going to record it. Okay. Oh, I lost it. I'm an idiot. My bad. Let's just quickly make that again. Create, pan tilt, circle. Let's turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it to 6. So I've made it a bit bigger this time, because why not? Record. I'm going to back it. Cool. So now it's here. Let's clear. Cool. And when I clear and exit, it stops, goes back to what it was before. So now when I turn the fader on, it will start doing it. But I don't know if you remember my fade to fader comment. It does the same sort of thing. So it's either off or on. It doesn't have a sort of starts off slow and goes up, or starts off small and goes up. The way to change that is to go into your playback options, just here, click it, and then you go through all of your playbacks. So if you go on to fader, so you can change what is on fader. So if I want the shape size to be fixed, then it's there. If I want it to be on fader, it's there. And then HTP fader, which is highest takes precedent, which is what HTP stands for. That's what it automatically loads with. I don't actually understand. It basically doesn't do anything, I don't think. I'm going to put it on fader now. And then when I turn it on, if it works, you can see that it starts off small, but the speed stays the same, and then it goes up massive. I can change this around. So I've got the speed on fader, and I can turn off the size so that it's fixed. So now it will always be as big, but it will, like, depending on how high the fader is, it will be slower or faster. So yeah, so I can make it really big and fast. That's why I like to have everything as big and as fast as I'm ever going to want it. So yeah, basically, why isn't my video working very good? I'm just going to double check that my Wi-Fi is okay, because that might be the issue. I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. Right, whoever's watching right now, I'm just going to change over to my good Wi-Fi. So it'll probably completely cut out for a second, just a warning. But then I'll be back and better. Cool. I should be back now. Doesn't look like it's done much, but you know. What can you do? No, I don't know. Let's have a look at Task Manager. Sorry about this, everybody. Oh my gosh. Task Manager's not responding. That's no good, is it? Oh, everything looks fine. Sorry, I don't know how to fix this, so I'm just gonna keep going. And sorry if the video quality sucks, basically. Cool. So I've done shapes. I've recorded a shape. Cool. So you can have both on fader. You can have both fixed. I'm gonna put both on fader for now. Because why not? Basically, fader. So now when I bring it up, it'll start off really slow and small, and then go really big and fast. Cool. Clear and exit. I'm gonna move that into my playbacks window because why not? I'm gonna change the name of it. MH1 circle, but I'm going to do it in all caps because capitals letters are the way forward. Cool. And then what next? Cool. I may. Cool. I'm just going to close my playbacks window. Cool. There you go. Cool. So, just from clicking these two, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do I am going to do playback keyframe shapes. Sorry. So it's keyframe shapes are very similar to chasers. They basically do the same thing, but you get sort of it's like if the shape generator had a baby with a pixel with a chase, that is what a keyframe shape is. Though it's a really powerful tool, especially for like really specific movements and stuff. Sometimes they can be a bit dodgy. I think they're more difficult to sort of control when you're busking. So you do have to kind of think them through before you make them, because otherwise, you know, they're very useless. Sorry. Cool. So I'm just going to clear this. I'm going to click Shapes and Effects. Shocking, I know. Chill out. And then I'm going to press Keyframe Shape, and I'm going to press Create. This comes up. It looks very similar to like what you do when you're recording a chase. I know I haven't covered chases yet. That's going to be next week. So I'm just going to grab that, and then I'm going to tell it what I want it to do in the first one. So this one, left frame, and then actually I'm going to go for this one. add frame. And then I'm going to press finish recording frames. Click. And it will give you this. Let me just move this back to where it was. Will it do the thing? Oh, yes, there you go. Excellent. So, and it will start automatically doing your shape. So, what you can do now is, so the first thing that I like to do, so basically just a quick talk through of what you've got here. So you've got your layer here, which is what I've just recorded. It will come up with the shape. So if I named this second one, it would come up with the name. It gives you when it starts to do it, what time it does. So you can move this and it will change up there. Just put it back to 50. Frame a min. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah. So that's just control of that. And then also for this one, midpoint. Yeah. Back to 50. Cool. You can also do most of these with, oh my gosh, with just clicking and dragging here. Yeah, layer one. Oh, and oh yeah, so that's from when I had this clicked. If I click this one, you can change. So you've got custom spread. What is that? Shape spread. Anyways, whatever. Spread keyframes. Okay, so yeah, I'm so confused. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the sort of the fade into each step. So so you do that by clicking on this little graph here, and it gives you some options. So you can have crossfade, ease in, ease start, end, ease both. So that's ease in and out, bounce or snap. I personally like ease both the most as my favourite. So I'm going to put that on both of them. This is basically just like speed. So this is basically just like sort of time, like real time along this axis, and then sort of how far through the movement it is versus time. And now I can change it so that it's nice and steep by just clicking and dragging. So now it goes to each position quite quickly, but it's not like a snap where it's really like this. So it just goes straight from one to the other. It actually moves nice and smoothly, which is my favourite. But it depends what you're trying to do. So, this is my personal fave. Cool. So I'm happy with that. I could then go, so down here you've got phase, beats per cycle, spread. So you can change the spread like you did with the shape. So now each one's doing it, then the next one's doing it. Alternatively, if you press overlap, basically does the same thing. So I'll turn that down a little bit. That looks really cool. I like that. So yeah, I like that. I'm just gonna leave the spread as is. Change the direction, just like you did before. You can make it faster, you can make it slower. So it's very similar to a shape generator in terms of these menus that you've got now. The thing about this, I missed this on the shape generator. I'll do that again in a second. Sorry. So you can press this little add button here and you can add layers. So I've just clicked that. Once my computer gets around to it, just gonna, I reckon, move that down so I can see what I'm doing. Way, what is going on? Add layer. I don't know what's going on. I have a feeling it might be. So yeah, there we go. That's doing it now. Cool. So I've grabbed my group. I'm going to do a dimmer chase with it. So I'm going to press click it, tell it what I want it to do. It'll come up with a blue bubble here. Add frame and then turn it off, and it'll come up down here as well. And then finish recording frames. And now, as you can see, let me just make this bigger again. So now, as you can see, it goes on and off as you go. But because the thingies are different, it kind of fades into one. It doesn't stay at full for very long. It doesn't stay off for very long. So I'm just going to do the same thing again. Ease both. It's a bit annoying because I kind of want them the other way around. So change that to 50. Change that to 100. There we go. So now it kind of comes turns on and up, and then it comes off again. Alternatively, you can do it like this. Though not like that. Use both. You can just play around with it until you think it looks good. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Yeah, basically, you just have a play. Yeah, basically, that's what a keyframe shape is. They're really powerful, and they're really yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with them. But yeah, that just gives you a quick idea of what that does and the functionality of it. Again, I can change the spread. So now they'll come up and on, and they'll do it out of phase. Yeah, basically, so that's what that does. I'm just going to record it and work it there because I can. And I'm going to clear an exit. Bye. Let's go for this bad boy here. Cool. Yeah. So what's next? Okie dokie. Right. Let's do it across these bad boys. Cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is, I reckon, actually, you know what? I'm going to save this. Actually, no. I'll stick with it. Right. So I've got my 5s and 2s selected now. And I'm going to do key pixel mapping. I'm going to click pixel mapper. It will come up with this. So you can create effect, edit group layout, and edit effect. Before you start, I'm going to show you quickly what will happen if I don't make a group layout specific for it. It won't be great because you already know what you're doing. So I'm just going to press create effect. Oh my lord. And then move this around again. Oh, what have I just done? Cool. Oh, that was fine. So, cool. So I'm going to click layer 1. I'm going to press the little add button. I'm going to add a shape. Like this. And it comes up with a box. And now you can see where that box is. They've turned on. You can change it. You can move it from side to side. You can move it. You see as it moves. Yeah. I don't know whether just sorry. I'm just going to quickly. Sorry, give us a sec. Oh, I can't do it. Damn it. Okay. I'm just gonna just going to clear an X out of that quickly. Oh my gosh. MH2, MH5. I'm just going to put them there for now. Make sure that that's a position I can see. Yeah, cool. Sorry about this. Grab them again. Shape select, go back to where I was. Shape, pixel mapper, create effect. Cool. Sorry. Layer 1. Grab them. I'm going to grab a box. So yeah, I just moved them so you could see which fixtures it was actually on, because you probably couldn't. So I'm just going to double check. For some reason, MH2s don't want to work. Oh my gosh. I do not understand what's going on. What have I done? What have I done? I've just confused myself to no degree. To no end. Let me start again. Sorry about this. I don't know if you can tell, I don't use keyframe shapes, pixel mapping a huge amount. Cool. Just gonna start this again. I think it's because I selected layer 1. I don't really know. Anyways, yeah. So as you can see, it moves. It's only going across half my fixtures, but it doesn't matter because, you know, whatever. Cool. So I'm gonna put it right to the corner. You can make it skinnier, you can make it bigger. I'm gonna make it so that it's just one fixture and then move it to the edge. So it's just on that. I'm gonna do it there. Cool. You can change the rotation of it. So which way? Yeah. So that's like actual rotation of the shape. And then with the block selected, you want to press add again, and this is add animation. So you can make it spin, you can make it move, you can make it go like all over the place, etc. You can do that one. Let's click this one just for the fun of it. Oh, I did it wrong, guys. Hey, don't worry. No, I didn't. Let's do this one. I've just added motion blur onto it. Cool. So as you can see, it's going across. You can see it kind of doing it on this one. Let me just quickly grab up. Actually, don't worry. Yeah. So now you can turn down the spawn rate so that it's like just 1, 0.2, 3. There you go. Sorry, my visualizer's a bit slow. Yeah, you can make it faster. Let's turn the motion blur down a bunch because blimey. Yeah. As well as that. So pixel mapping is, I'm gonna stress this, it is a colour. So you have to make sure that you have the right colour selected. I'm gonna use red. Although I have a feeling because I'm using my MH1s, it hasn't actually done anything. MH1s, MH5s, I don't really know. So yeah, so that's basically how you do it. You can add multiple layers, so you can have one going one way, you can have like one colour going one way, you can have another colour going another way, you can do all sorts. You can also, if I press this button, you can have words in it. You can get on your USB, you can get photos, spirals, all sorts of stuff. Although I'm not really going to be able to show you anything with this rig. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this and I'm going to go over onto another show that I've got. I think it will make the stream even slower than it is currently, but you know, if it works, it'll be amazing because I've got loads of fixtures. I've got like 200 or something in it because I was bored. So, you know, yeah, so I'm just going to close that. I'm going to press clear and exit. And I'm going to save this by double clicking disk. Click, then click disk, load show, internal hard drive. Oops, I accidentally clicked twice. Try again, load show. Cue list practice, that's the one that I want. quick save a week ago. I can't remember where I got up to. I don't know what I've got like programmed onto it or anything. So we'll find out. This is gonna be bringing out the big guns. Hi, John. It took you long enough to tune in. Cool. Yeah. So this is where the fun's gonna start. Oh, everything's so tiny. Okay. So I have a feeling that visualizer's on this bad boy. No, it's not. Okay, that's fine. This rig is honestly, oh my gosh, yes it is. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, just so that you can see what I'm doing, exit. Let's go. I'm going to click this button here. This is the macro button. I'm going to click that. I'm going to press view all. And then I'm going to open. There you go. Cool. I'm going to find the one that I'm looking for, which is small buttons. I want large buttons, which will be under L. Where is it? K, L, L, lamp on, lamp off, large buttons. That's the one I want. Macros. I'm just going to open my macros workspace window in here. And then I'm going to press copy. I'm going to copy large buttons. I'm going to put it there. And then I'm going to click large buttons so that everything goes large. And they're bigger than they were. So that I call that a success. Well, you should start your stream at a normal time, like 9 PM, not when I'm just getting up. Well, Jonathan, get a life. That's what I say to that. Cool. So I'm just going to squish everything down a little bit so that I can show you what I'm working with. Yeah. This is going to be long and arduous, but you know, it's going to be fun. Visualizer, let's grab that, close that, and I want it here. Cool. Workspace window. Capture visualizer settings. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Okay, so visualizers being nice and slow as usual. Let me just see if they work. No, so oh, there we go. It got there eventually. Cool. So if you can see, I don't know if you can. Okay. Let's just do this. Cool. Cool. So I don't know if you can see. I'll just turn on some of the lights as I go so you can see what I'm talking about. This is a really big rig. I've never worked with a rig this big. But you know, it's fun. So at the back, I have got a 9x9 grid of R3 washers, which is what we have in the Octagon. Well, what the Octagon has. Let's turn them down. And then I have. Oh no, that's just a group. Blinder spots. So these bad boys, I've got a lot of them. I can't remember how many. Quite a few though. Let's turn them on. So yeah, they're all down like that. Yeah. I'm gonna click record because I'm gonna need that. Let's press clear. And then I also have blinders. Okay, there's 4 per square, so there's like 4 times 3. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. 4 times 9, however many that is, 36. There you go. And they do that. They're pretty directional. They definitely wouldn't look like that in real life. You would not be able to see a fucking thing. They are. And I've also got in here some stripes. So my computer's not going to be able to keep up with this. No, my laptop's really struggling. But yeah, some atomic stripes. They're pretty chonkers. They are ridiculous. I don't even know how much power this rig is taking out, but you know. So yeah, wash this bad boy. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pixel map on the washes. So if I just start with how it is. Shapes and effects, click pixel mapper, create effect. And move that so it's not taking up as much space. There you go. Cool. I'm going to press add. I'm going to make a box. Let's do that. So oh, there you go. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think my computer can cope with this. Yeah, I'm sorry for all the buffering. It's buffering on my end as well, so I wouldn't stress it. Oh, come on. John, that is the most pathetic pizza I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I've done it wrong again. I'm just gonna. Sorry, my computer can't quite cope with this. As I've said 1,000,003 times. But you know, I'm just going to stress that as much as I can, so you can't blame me for the rubbish video quality. I will, at some point, upload like shorter versions of these so that you can just watch them without me having to wait for everything to work and stuff. But you know, sorry. Here we go, create effect. Let's see if that's worked. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know. There we go. And then we're going to add it so that it moves across like that. This is so slow. Yeah, I really don't hold out much hope for this actually working. There we go. Just going to make the block width. There we go. Let's see how that does. this isn't going to work. I don't. It looks like it's not working at your end either. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think my computer's going to be able to cope with this, so I'm just going to, not for now, I'm just going to press clear. Right, I'm not going to try and show you what to do, but, so I've got this set up here, so I've got 9 3x3 squares. If I go into shapes and effects and I go pixel mapper, you get this edit group layout option. Let's edit group layout. And then in my external display, nope. Wash. Okay. There we go. Cool. So, as you can see, I'm just going to make this window a little bit smaller. Save me a job. Cool. So, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right. So there is a lot of fixtures here. Right. I'm just going to grab all of them. I'm going to make this grid a little bit bigger. Actually, no, I'm not. Cool. So if I grab this one, that is this fixture down here. I don't know why it's big, but it's probably because it is. So basically, if I grab it, I can move it where I want it to be. Next 3 will be these ones. This bottom line here, move them where I want them to be. Next 3, same dealio. Next 3 will be these ones just here. Next 3 will be these ones just here. And so on and so forth. If I was more organised, I would have done this before. I would have done, here's one I did earlier, but I haven't, so sorry. Yeah. So basically, if you edit your group layout, it means that all of your shapes will follow that group. So you'll be able to like accurately pixel map like a letter or a word or something. Let me just move these all. Oh, hello. Oh, I've just made it really tiny. Perfect. Oh, amazing. Right, I'm just going to move these down here. And then I'm going to grab the next 3 and move them there. And the next 3, oh, that was 4, but you know, whatever, we can work with that. Grab that one, move that across. Oh, done it wrong again. So that'll be up 1. Those 2 go there. Those 3 okay there. And those 3, you'll get the point. Basically, I'm just gonna do it roughly. I'm not gonna go through and do it perfectly because do 3. Right, I'm just gonna make the grid longer and skinnier. I'm gonna grab all of them. I'm gonna make them along here and down to the bottom. And then next three. Next three. Oh, I did them slightly wrong. This is the problem with having a big old thingy. Something Tom would never know anything about, but you know. Oh my gosh, I'm sick of this already. I should never have done this. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I'm very sorry. Apparently I've got to say hi, so hi. Hi Tom, how's it going? I reckon he's just left again after saying that. I really hate this. I don't know why I bother. Can someone tell me a joke whilst I'm doing this? To keep my brain... Oh no! Oh, I suck at life. Right. I've given up. Officially. Put you there. Okay, I know that there's some mistakes in this, but I've decided it doesn't matter. Because I don't care. Cool. We're nearly there. This is the last three. Cool. Go. Right. Crop grid. Just realised what that is. Cool. So now that's what that looks like. I'm actually going to fix those last. So these three. I'm an idiot. And those ones all want to come down a step. And then those ones want to come up to the top. And then those three want to come up to there. And then those ones want to go up a step to there. Sweet. Cool. So now, if I select all of them, actually, I'm not going to do that. Cool. I'm just going to close that. That's now done. Yeah. Those already saved and everything. Ooh, knock knock, who's there? John's hairline, that's the end of the joke. Oh my gosh. That was a good one. That's a classic, Freddie. That's an absolute classic. Cool. So now I'm going to grab wash. I'm just going to exit. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Where am I? I'm going to press shapes effects. I'm just going to use a shape generator because it works on a shape generator as well as a pixel mapper. Shocking. Create. Demo spread. And then I'm going to change the direction. And I'm going to do it like this. And then I'm going to have a look around. Oh, it's all at 1 at the minute, so I'm just going to turn that up to many. Nope. I'm going to turn it down to like 3. Oh, dimmer spread was a bad choice, but you know, let's do one of these. There we go, you can kind of see it go now. So now you can see the shape. Obviously I didn't do it perfectly, so you can kind of only see it, but now it's got like a diagonal going across it. In Pixel Mapper, you can write stuff, you could have like a letter now, you could do like a word, you could like, yeah, I don't know, you do all sorts. I'll open my fixtures and groups. Oh, I regret everything. Everything. Let's go for this one. Okay. Rogue 3 wash. Rogue 3 wash. Wash. Yeah, I'm fully baffled. Maybe I'll just shave it all off then. Please no, that'll be worse. Do it. Oh my gosh. Can I then buff your head? If you shave it all off, can I come around and polish it? I'll get like one of them like, psh. Yeah, that'll be so funny. Anyways, my computer's really struggling, so I think I've given you the sort of grips. Another thing about group layout is when you make your groups, you can select the order in which you select your fixtures matters when you're using shapes and stuff. Because I'll just do it with a highlight, because that'll be nice and easy to show you. So I just grab them. I've selected them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or whatever. If I press highlight and then fixture +1, you'll see as I scroll through them, it goes along like that. It goes along in the order in which I have selected them. If I go through and do it this way, for example, and then highlight, and then do it again, so now it will do it in the same order that it was. And the order in which you save your fixtures saves when you record your group as well. So if you don't want to edit your group layout, so if your fixtures are just in a straight line, but you know that like 1's here and then 2's here and then 3's there and then 4's there or whatever, like in your fixture menu, if you select them in the order in which you want them to be and then save that as a group, that you can then automatically, without having to change the layout, you can just do it like that. So I will quite frequently, for a lot of fixtures, I will have 2 different groups, and they're the same groups of fixtures but selected in a different order, so that I can have like just a pan, like a tilt swing, instead of having, so like if you change the spread to 2 when they're selected in a straight line, in like alternate, so like if you go that one, then 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 that one, or whatever, it will, like, when you turn the spread up to 2, it will move like that. So it will be the left half followed by the right half. Whereas sometimes I want like all of the odds to go up and then all of the evens to go up. And so like just by selecting your groups differently, you're able to very quickly make groups that make shapes that look really different. No, you cannot, because of social distancing. I mean, I wouldn't call it socializing, so does it really count? This was a bit of a ropey live stream because it just kept buffering, but you know, I think what I'll do is I'll go back through it and record it. Plus all of you signed in really late, so I'm blaming you, it's your fault. Have I missed anything, or do you have any questions? Anybody? I'm gonna let it catch up. Sorry, it's like a couple of minutes below. I bought some rich tea biscuits today and they're amazing. They're the finger ones, because your girl wants to get a finger. It might be quarantine, but cool. Right, I'm going to call it a day. It wasn't the best stream in the world, but I hope you can follow it. If it doesn't make sense, I will redo it and upload it so that you don't have to hang around and watch me buffer for ages. Cool. Nice one! Clara, there could be children watching. I guess, why do you think I'm re-recording it? Hey, Oh, in the options I said that this isn't for children, so you know what? They entered at their peril. That is not my fault. I'm not responsible for this. You have to be over 18 to be part of TSC. Whatever. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. Bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye. There is a child watching. Oh my gosh, I always forget I've got another button to press.